Yes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another night of Harvey High Lakers volleyball. Tonight will mark the first game of the Harvey Lakers JV season, and they are playing the St. Stephen Spartans. I am Joe Gregory, and accompanying me today is Charlie Gregory. How are you doing, Charlie?
I'm doing good, Joe. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. You ready for some volleyball?
That I am. I'm excited to see some volleyball.
Yeah, so this will be the first game of the JV girls season. We are in the David McMullen Gymnasium, and we are about to take away in a couple of minutes. What are some things you are looking forward to this game, Charlie?
I am looking forward to Harvey passing the ball well, and I want to hear the team be loud and say the third hit and all that. So
Perfect. Well, the game is on its way, about to start, as refs are double checking, making sure that everyone is in their proper position. It can get confusing on the floor if you're new to the game. So Charlie, what do you think are going through the girls' heads before they start?
there's obviously a little bit of excitement. There's going to be some nerves going around, but I think they're overall going to have some fun.
Oh, nice. Okay, we will send you right up to the booth as the game is about to take way. Aaliyah Nestruck did just serve, and I believe she did score a point. So, Woken.
All right, here we are. Thanks to Charlie and Joe for introducing the broadcast. Up here in the skybox, I'm Mr. White,
And I'm Mr. Mike Fletcher.
and we'll be taking you through the action this evening. Lakers already up 2-0 in the early going off the serves from Aaliyah Nesteruk. It's going to be three as she's on a bit of a run. Nice way to kick off the junior girls' home game, first of the season. Here's Nesteruk with another serve. It's fielded by Lydia W. and sent over by Peyton H. for the visiting St. Stephen Spartans. Bit of a miscommunication there from the Lakers, and that goes awry. So the Spartans will score their first point of the evening and attempt their first serve. We've got number 3, JCC, back to serve. Ball is up. It's not quite going to make it over, and we'll go back over to the Lakers. Ali Sirwa will step back. Very young team here for the Lakers. I believe only 2 grade 10 students. Nesteruk, one of them, and the other, Brianna Drost. So, serve won't quite make it there. So, 4-2 is your score in favor of the Lakers.
And starting for the Lakers, in the front row, we've got Zoe Henry, Maddie Fraser-Cole, Georgia Bernard, and in the back row, Alyssa Snow, Aaliyah Nesteruk, and Ali Sirwa. All these girls pretty much played together last year on the middle school team, with the exception of Aaliyah, who is a year older.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of these are familiar from the middle school girls roster last time. That's snuck over by the Spartans, but I believe there was an infraction.
Yes, Spartans were on the net there. Anytime a player touches the net, automatically a point for the other side. So
there you go. So Lakers get away with one. Here's Georgia Bernard for her first serve of the evening. Catches the top of the net and bounces back, so the Spartans will take that one. We've got Peyton H. back to serve, wearing number 7 for the green and white. There's a serve from Peyton. Aaliyah Nesteruk fields that. Oh, bit of miscommunication there as Henry and Snow not sure who was going to grab that, so the Spartans are able to score there. They're going to look to tie things up. Haven't led yet, but could pull even with a tie. Here's the serve. Nesteruk again, fielding. Set up by Maddie Fraser-Cole, and Alyssa Snow sends it over. Nice work by Snow, as the libero for the Spartans was just a little slow getting there. Good work to find that soft spot in the defense.
now, if I remember back to last year, I'm pretty sure Maddie Fraser-Cole has a pretty big serve.
Right.
Could be tough to handle if she gets it over.
Here it comes. Nice overhand serve. There you go. Little prophetic is, I think that might be the first ace of the evening.
I believe so. It feels good to be right once in a while.
There you go. Here comes her second serve. Another nice one. Fielded by the Spartans. And the third hit, unable to direct that over. So Fraser Cole will get another kick at the can or smack at the ball, I guess. Lakers looking to put some distance now as they're up 8-4. Fielded by the Spartans. There's Mia B getting it over to Aslan B. But an infraction there, so Lakers up 9-4. Fraser Cole again, strong serve. Fielded by the libero, Serena G. That's sent directly over by Ryan C. Alyssa Snow now, and Zoe Henry sends it not quite over, as that was a third hit. The Lakers had to get it over. So that will go over to the Spartans, breaking up that little run from Fraser Cole. Here's Hannah B. wearing number 12 for the visitors. Serve goes awry, so Lakers get the point there. Zoe Henry back to serve.
Serves have certainly been a struggle so far early for both teams.
Yeah.
Got to get the ball in play. Let's see some good rallies here.
Early in the season, I know it's always going to be tough to find your power, to find the right distance and whatnot.
Certainly a little bit of nerves too, I think, playing in front of the home crowd today.
That's true, and it is quite a decent crowd down there in the David McMullen Gymnasium. We're happy to welcome lots of fans in person, but also online. Thanks for tuning in. Here's Ryan C., her first serve attempt of the evening. That goes high, will not quite clear the net. And so Alyssa Snow, this is the last in the service order, so we've almost made our way around. Snow sends it over. Nice serve. Sending it behind her was JCC for the Spartans, and no friendly face there to recuperate it. So Alyssa Snow will score one. Start her second serve now, 12-6 in favor of the Lakers. Fielded nicely by Mia B. Good dive by Ryan C. As the Spartans get some teamwork, Aslan B sends it over, finding the gap, and they'll score a point there.
Very nice spot there from the Spartans. Some of the back row for the Lakers maybe has to move up just a little bit as the Spartans are hitting some short ones when they get it over the net.
It is Aslan B sending it over. Good response from Ali Sirwa sending it direct. Georgia Bernard fielding. Set up by Aaliyah Nesteruk. Bernard on the third hit. Unable to send it over, and so Aslan B will get another serve.
Looks like some of these Spartans might have played on the basketball team as well. I remember that name.
I do remember that name. Yep. There was an Aslan. There's no Ainsley tonight, so maybe she's on the senior squad. All right. Serve falls under, so Lakers up 13-8. Here's Aaliyah Nesteruk for her second set of serves. She had quite the run. 4 serves in a row, scoring 3 points to start things off. We'll see if the Lakers can get on a bit of a run again. Third hit sent way high by Maya B. Nice work by Zoe Henry, saving it. Ali Sirwa getting it back to Aaliyah Nesteruk. Great rally here. Probably the best rally of the game so far. Maddie Fraser-Cole getting it to Georgia Bernard. Ooh, diving play from Snow. Kept it alive, but no Lakers in the area. Tough break after a great extended rally from both squads. Best one we've seen yet, I think.
Yeah, crowd certainly responded to that one. Got a nice cheer.
Here's JCC heading back to serve. First one's up. Ooh. And she finds a hole in the defenses as well. Good work by JC.
A little premature on the serve there. Referee always has to give the signal for them to serve before she serves it. I think he almost called that on the last one, but he let it slide.
There we go. Zoe Henry fielding over to Ali Sirwa. Georgia Bernard's going to send it over. Ryan C. responding. Set up nicely by Hannah B. Ooh, good work there. Maya B. in a position for a hit, but instead kind of sent it up and over the front line of the Lakers and found a soft spot in the defenses. Although
I think it's going.
Seems to be.
I did not see that. There must have been a.
There must be an infraction. I missed it as well. Yeah. Could have been too close to the net,
I
potentially.
think the net is still shaking a little bit, so somebody must have been on the net on that one.
Either way, it is Lakers ball. Ali Sirwa serves. Oh, nice scramble by the Spartans. Looked like it was going out of bounds, but Ryan C., with one hand, able to redirect that over. Spartans come away with one there. 11-4. 11-14, check that. They trail by 3. Here is Peyton H. Getting ready to serve. Ball's over. Zoe Henry fields that. No one there to take it, so Peyton H gets another try. 12-14 is the score. Lakers still lead. Ali Sirwa getting over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Girl's able to set something up, but can't quite put it over the net. Nice to kind of find a groove and try to set something up, though, with that pass, set, and eventual hit. Here's Peyton H. looking to tie things up for the Spartans, and she does. There's another ace. This has been the most dangerous run of serves from the Spartans so far.
Yeah, Lakers kind of set up in a U right there in the middle of the court, and if the serve lands right in the middle of everybody, that's dangerous. They kind of tighten it up a little bit there now.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So on that last serve, the Spartans were out of order, which is going to result, I believe, in a point taken away from them, given to the Lakers.
Oh, Lakers lucky to get away with one there. Here in the early going, that can sometimes be, in the early going of the season, you can get those procedural issues caught up. So,
I think that was the wrong server for the last 2 points, actually. So they took away 2 points. So we're down to 12-15 now.
Yeah, okay. Lakers really managed to get away with one there. Got to watch out for Peyton H. Oh, and it is back to her. So, we'll see if she can score for real this time. 13-15. Lakers look ready. As everything's in order, JCC has the, Peyton H has the all good sign. Maddie Fraser-Cole passing, and Ali Sirwa is going to send it over in the back row. Nice direct response from Mia B. Georgia Bernard over for the setup for Zoe Henry, and Maddie Fraser-Cole sends it over. Ryan C. with the setup now. There's a nice hit from Hannah B. That's going to get over, and the block from Ryan C. up front helps the Spartans to pull to within one. A little more rotation confusion here, but yeah, I think it should still be Peyton H.
Yep, Peyton correct. Should be still serving for sure.
Yep. There's a hit from Peyton, fielded nicely by Nesteruk. Maddie Fraser-Cole sets up Alyssa Snow to send it over. Here's Ryan C. responding directly. Oh, tough break, gets it right between the two levels of defense there, and that will tie things up. So watch out for number 7 in green and white on the service. There's Zoe Henry, nice pass over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Alyssa Snow with the hit. That's the response by St. Stephen falls out of bounds. So the Lakers able to break up that run, pull ahead by 1 again. And they've got one of their strongest servers, Maddie Fraser-Cole, on the court. Nice serve, fielded by JC and sent over by Maya. Nice, I believe that's a dig from Georgia Bernard.
Yes.
Zoe Henry again getting in there, and Alyssa Snow sends it over. Great rallies by the Lakers. Oh, tough break. As there were some great plays from that whole far side of the court there. Georgia Bernard, Maddie Fraser-Cole, Zoe Henry, Alyssa Snow all diving to keep that ball alive. Unfortunately, St. Stephen does come away with the point. Here's Hannah B. We're all tied up at 16. Alyssa Snow with the pass over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Alyssa Snow sends it over into the back roll. That's fielded by Hannah. And the pass from Ryan C. hits the top of the net and falls back onto their side. Encouragement from the bench here as Zoe Henry will take the service line. 17-16 is your score in favor of the Lakers. Here comes the serve. Nice! There's another ace. Zoe Henry with the great service placement. Lakers up by 2 now.
Certainly a little miscommunication from the Spartans there. They had time to react, but nobody claimed the ball.
Yeah. Communication is key.
Oh,
That sneaks over. There's another point as the Spartans not quite sure again who's going to take that one and where they're redirecting it. So Zoe Henry with her third serve attempt now. That goes over nicely. There's another one. Great work. Now, if someone touches it, but no one else, so it only gets one touch on the opposing fielding of the serve, is that still an ace?
Usually it would have to hit the ground.
Okay.
Straight for it to truly be called an ace, but
So not quite, but I think the Lakers are happy to take it. 20-16. Here's the hit from Alyssa Snow. Ooh, nice setup, but it does fall out of bounds. So we'll rotate through the serve again as it will be Ryan C. wearing number 2 for the visitors. Goes back to serve as we take a look courtside. Big thanks to our tech crew tonight. We haven't had a change in personnel, but we have had a change in role as we've got the crew all trying out some new positions on the court as well as off the court. So big thanks to Austin Jameson at the control booth. Ashton Little is working the top camera, and we just got some good courtside action thanks to Logan Wall. So big thanks to that tech crew. Nolan Bond-Garrier is assuming scoreboard duties and taking on some other stuff here behind the scenes as well. Big thanks to all of our tech crew. There's Alyssa Snow. Nice service. Sneaks over the top of the net. 22-17.
those ones that just clip the net and go over, very tough to receive as the defense for sure.
Yeah, you're never quite sure what to do. It kind of freezes you up.
Yeah.
Second serve hits the top of the net and falls out, so it will be Aslan B. going back to serve. Serve is up. Ali Sirwa fields it directly over. Ooh, nice response from, I think that's JCC up front. Falls out of bounds, so the Spartans will control. Here's Aslan B, your second serve in this run. Oh, there's another one that sneaks right over. Tough break as Lakers weren't sure that was going to make it, and were a little too far away to react once it bobbled over.
The net's being equally fair to both teams, though, so that's both teams have had one of those now.
There you go. You like to see that equality. Nice hit from Bernard, and I think, yes, the St. Stephen player did touch that, so the Lakers will score. As just like we saw in the senior boys game last night, players are still kind of finding their power, how hard to hit it so that it still falls within those red lines. Nice serve from Aaliyah Nesteruk. That's fielded by the libero, Serena G. Oh, hit from Peyton H. Falls just inside. That was close to the line, but referee makes the call in favor of the visitors. So 21-23.
Coming down to the wire here.
Yeah, Lakers have been in the lead for the most part, but St. Stephen never letting them get too far away. We'll see if they can look to take their first lead at a great time. Hannah for the Spartans can't quite send it over. So here's Ali Sirwa. This is set point. First set of the evening if you're just joining us. Sirwa sends it over. Nice serve. Fielded well by Maya B. And that won't quite make it. Great work from the Lakers. They're going to take this first set 25-21.
Nice first set from the Lakers there to get on the board early. I think we're going to throw it down to floor level now and pass it on to our sideline crew, Cho and Charlie Gregory.
Welcome back, everyone, to the booth. Today, Charlie, how do you think the first set went, man?
I think it went good. Harvey had a good start. Started losing it during the middle of the set, but then started to pick right back up at the end.
Yeah, they had some great plays. Like, I want to point out Georgia Bernard with the big spike from the court. And then also the serving on the Lakers end. They struggled a little bit at the start, and then they just dialed in. I think some of those nerves are gone, and St. Stephen's has been playing pretty well as well. They've been setting a lot of good sets, and I also see a lot of blocking from them. So it's good part on both of the teams.
Yeah, St. Stephen's not afraid to jump in front of the ball, so you got to give kudos to them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Harvey now they've been doing all right. Can't really get a block, but they have some tall people on that floor. Like Alyssa Snow, she's pretty tall, and so is Georgia Bernard. Holy.
You got to have some fear on the court when they're close to the net, so.
Yeah. So any pointers you want to give out to the Lakers that they should probably improve on, or?
The Lakers, I'd like to hear them be a little bit louder on the court, but other than that, they've been playing a pretty fantastic game.
Yeah, they've been having some good communication. Like I said, it is the first game of the season, so a little bit miscommunication is some nerves, but hey, that's to be expected. Yeah, and a lot of them, they're coming up from middle school ball, so it's a little bit different in senior and JV level where you do get to, I believe, volley it off the serve. So, yeah.
Alrighty, well, that's all we have for the time down in the booth, so we'll send you guys back up for commentary. We'll see you later.
They waved the red flag. Oh. Sorry. Sorry, Logan. Very weak.
To shout out our officiating crew, a big thanks to referees Jack Roy and Ken Burns, as well as the minor officials, volunteers from here at the school who make the game possible. Lauren Peasy has been flipping the numbers on that scoreboard, I guess you'd call it. Alice Vautour and Alice McDonald, I believe, are both taking care of the score sheet, as that volleyball score sheet's quite complicated.
Yes, and I think Alice McDonald has done it for a couple years, and she's maybe giving a little bit of training right now for Alice Vautour.
There you go.
So,
the next Alice.
the next Alice.
Yeah, got to be a prerequisite, I guess. So if you're an Alice or even not an Alice, we'll find a place for you volunteering. Always great to have those volunteers helping make these games possible, so we thank them. We do not have the Spartans coach's name, but a big thanks to her for bringing her girls down and getting them ready for the season. Big thanks to Coach Jen Fraser-Cole and assistant coach and Harvey alumnus Casey DeMerchant for their help in getting the girls ready. Change in personnel here as Lakers get a few new faces on the court. We're going to have number 27, Cecilia Pauley. Number 23, Dakota Anderson. Number 19, Gracie Nicholson. And number 26, Tiana Arnold. Joining number 28, Alyssa Snow. And number 24, Maddie Fraser-Cole. Maddie Fraser-Cole sends it over. Ooh. Quick response as Peyton H. Sends that directly over. Spartans with the first serve and the first point as JC gets back to serve. That won't quite make it, so we're all tied up at 1. And here's Tiana Arnold wearing number 26 for the green and gold. Serve is, oh, nice serve.
She's got some heat on that one for sure.
There we go. A little too much to handle for Kinsey D of the Spartans, and Tiana's going to try to recapture that magic. Let's get a couple more of those. Lakers lead 2-1 early in the second set. Oh, there's an ace. Nice work by Arnold. Great start to the second set here for the Lakers.
You'd often put your best server in that position to start the set off, so it's no surprise there that she comes out with a big one.
Yeah, it's consistently going to that same spot, too. Ryan C. gets that over for the Lakers. Maddie Fraser-Cole setting it up. Gracie Nicholson's going to hit it over. Kinsey getting it back to the libero, Serena G. And again, it is Ryan C. sending a high lobbing pass. Maddie Fraser-Cole is able to set up Alyssa Snow nicely from the back row. There's another one. Oh, tipped at the net. Sent over by Peyton H., but he might have gotten too close. Tough break, as I think that might have been going over regardless.
It was going to go over, I think.
Oof. But the Lakers will take that. Here's Tiana Arnold, her 4th serve. That goes over nicely. Fielded by Peyton H., and the Spartans can't quite get that back into the field of play. So Arnold looking for her 5th point off of serves now. Back to that usual spot. Spartans can't quite field it. Now I think sometimes in younger levels of play they put like a 5-serve cap, but I don't think that's
in middle school that rule still exists, but
there you go. Not so much in high school, as Arnold with 6 points off of serves now. And we're going to call a timeout as the St. Stephen coach looks to get things ready. And I think we're going to head down to our courtside analysts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie, that was a great serving half by Tiana Arnold. She scored 6 points just on serving alone.
Yeah, she did a great job. She came into the second ready to play the game, and she did an amazing job setting the tone for Harvey in the second set.
No nerves coming off the bench for her at all.
No, not at all.
So I would like to take a quick little second to thank the minor officials, Lauren Peasy, Alice Vautour, and Alice McDonald, for making this game possible and helping out, keeping score and doing stat sheets over there for us. And also, I want to do a quick shout out to the refs, Jack Roy and Ken Burns. We want to thank them for coming out and officiating this game for us. We will send you right back up to the booth, back up to our commentating center.
Here's Tiana Arnold. Big thanks to the Gregory boys downstairs. As service is fielded by the Spartans, so Maddie Fraser-Cole setting up. Alyssa Snow, bit of a misfire on that hit. So after 6 points and 7 serves, Tiana Arnold's going to let the other team get a shot.
Timeout did its job there.
There it did, yeah. Here's Peyton H., who got a few runs of her own, most of which counted in the first game. Ooh, fielded nicely by Dakota Anderson. Gracie Nicholson gets it to Alyssa Snow, who sends it over. Ryan looks for a hit. The hit from Aislinn B will fall out of bounds.
He calls it in, though.
Oh, does he? Ooh, okay.
I think from our vantage point up here, that was that might have been out. But
yeah, but hey, we go with the referee's call, so
we've got the best view in the house up here. I think we could make every call from up here.
If only I knew what the calls were to make. There's JCC. Ooh, nicely fielded by Pauly, but unfortunately a little low for any of her teammates to handle, so Spartans will count another point there. Serve from Peyton. Ooh, finds a soft spot in the defenses. Wonder if there's a name for that kind of area right in the middle of the court. Basically the circle of the basketball court, but seems to be a good spot to drop a serve. Another one. Gracie Nicholson fields that nicely. That goes over to Alyssa Snow for the pass. Nicholson sends it up a little too high as that hits the rafters. And Spartans take the point.
Saw that before that last serve, Coach Fraser-Cole told Gracie Nicholson to back up just a little bit to cover that serve, and it did work, at least getting it back the first time.
She was right in the perfect position there.
Yep.
Just looking to, gotta send it a bit too high over those. You gotta watch out for those rafters in some spots. Here's Alyssa Snow for the home side. That will hit the top of the net and bounce out, so 7-8 is your score. Lakers still in the lead, but Spartans could tie it up here. Ryan C. wearing number 2. Just going to send the ball over, but we've got an infraction.
I believe she stepped on the line while serving.
And you got to stay outside the line, correct?
cannot touch the red line at all until the ball is hit.
There it
You
is.
can jump over it if you're doing a jump serve, but
Okay.
the ball must be in the air at that point.
Service from Nicholson. That will fall just under, so the service goes back over to St. Stephen as Hannah B.
And I just heard her brother Colby Nicholson giving her a little bit of a hard time about that serve.
Oh, no, a bit of heckling from the sidelines. Never like to hear that. Oof.
That's what siblings are for, though, I guess.
I guess. Hey, maybe Colby's heckling would be heard better if he were sitting at that minor officiating table. He was last night, I guess. I shouldn't give him a hard time for that.
Nice
Maddie
serve from Fraser Cole there.
Yeah. Gets the Lakers lead up to 3 as they're up 11-8. Here she comes again. Had some great serves in the first half. Fielded well by Serena G, though, wearing the Libero jersey. Hit from Aislinn Burns. This time going in. Dakota Anderson gets it to Maddie Fraser Cole. Hit over by Pauly. Pauly hits it again, but I think that might have been a lift. Yeah. Wrong hand position there. Just kind of hit it from the side, I think, as opposed to the bottom.
And she kind of had two hands when she did it at the same time, so it just didn't look very natural, you might say.
There you go.
Probably should have went with a one-hand hit there or a bump.
Spartans figure out their roster card right now as officials Roy and Burns making sure everyone's in the right spot. I think we are, though. Aislinn B looks to serve. Tiana Arnold gets that. Nice pass over to Maddie Fraser Cole. Oh, misfire on the hit, though. As Lakers were in position well, though. Had the nice pass set in position for a hit. But the Spartans come away with it. Here's Aislinn again. Dakota Anderson diving forward to keep that alive. Cecilia Pauly and Maddie Fraser Cole are going to get it over. The response from the Spartans falls short at the net. I think I saw the two fingers of the ref go up as well, so it might have been a double hit, even if that had been successful.
Yeah.
So Cecilia Pauly back to serve. Tight game here in the second set, 12-10. If you're just joining us, the Lakers took the first one by a score of 25-21. Some misplay from the Spartans leads to another Lakers point. So they're the first to cross that halfway line, halfway to 25. Second serve from Pauly will fall short. So the Spartans take over.
Pauly didn't have a really great toss there on the serve, so when she threw that up, unfortunately, it was going to be tough to get over based on where she put that. And you don't get a second chance to throw once you release the ball.
Yeah, once it's up, it's up. Similar situation there for the Spartans as Kinsey D's serve shanks right. It's Dakota Anderson, last to serve for the Lakers, sixth in the order. Nice serve, right to the center of the Spartans' defense. Response fielded directly by Pauly, who sends it over. Ryan C. gets that. Oh, diving play from Alyssa Snow. Maddie Fraser Cole gets it over. Tough break. Lakers tried to make something from nothing there and fell apart there on the third hit, or third response, rather.
Ball is still in play off the net, even on your own side.
Yeah.
Tough to react to it sometimes, but it is doable.
We're back around for the second services this set now, so JCC gets ready to serve. It's going to hit the top of the net and fall back, though, so Lakers take the point. 15-12 is the score, as we got Tiana Arnold. She scored 6 last time she was here. We'll see if we can recapture some of that magic. There's a nice start. Fielded by the libero. JCC gets that to Ryan C, who sends it over. Maddie Fraser Cole gets it to Arnold, who sends it back. Hannah to Ryan B. Back to Hannah for a hit. Gracie Nicholson diving to keep that alive. Cecilia Pauly getting it over to Nicholson. But another lift. Tough break. So we had a solid volley there, but unfortunately Spartans come away with it.
Yeah, those are some of the ones that they might let you get away with in middle school, but as you get into the high school level, they're going to call those lifts and carries a lot more.
Oh, nice serve from Peyton H. She's been dangerous from that line for the Spartans. She finds a good spot in the defense. Oh, Dakota Anderson steps up to field that. Oh, nice response from the Spartans. Aislinn B right there at the net to just send that directly back where it came from. Another point for the Spartans. We're all tied up here. They haven't led since the first point of the set, but they might take another lead now. Maddie Fraser-Cole gets it to Gracie Nicholson. Alyssa Snow will send it over. Ooh, misplay by the Spartans. That goes back instead of forward. So Lakers still have a lead, slimmest of margins. Up by 1 point now as Alyssa Snow heads back to serve. To serve.
Oh.
Tough break that almost fell in off a bit of a broken play as it pinballed around the Spartans' defense. Made it over the net but did not fall inbounds. 17-15 is the score. Here's Alyssa Snow. That second serve falls short. And the Spartans will take over. Here's Ryan C. Coach Fraser-Cole getting some repositioning for her squad. Ooh, I think Ryan saw a deep defense and kind of sent it shallow.
Girls got to move their feet.
Second serve from Ryan. That was close to the line, but was out. And so the Lakers get the point. 18-17 is your score. Gracie Nicholson's back to serve, and the Spartans figure out their positioning. There's Nicholson. Oh, bit of miscommunication there. A couple of Spartans right there, but not quite sure who was fielding that. So Lakers get a point. Nicholson with her second serve. Sends it right back to the center. That's fielded by JC. Hannah B sends it over, but Cecilia Pauley will respond at the net front. Tiana Arnold fielding. Nice work by Maddie Fraser-Cole. Usually the setter, but sent it over one-handed. I don't know if the Spartans were ready for that. And the Lakers get another point. Here's Gracie Nicholson on her third serve. 20-17. Getting towards the end of this second set. Nice serve by Nicholson. Fielded by JC. Ryan gets it to Hannah, whose attempt hits the top of the net and falls short. So now it's Nicholson on a bit of a run for the Lakers.
4 more needed to win the set. Oh.
Won't be this time, though. The referee is going to catch that one. So 18-21 as Hannah B, wearing number 12 for the green and white, steps back to serve. Ball is up.
Referee didn't blow his whistle yet. It was waiting for number 2, Ryan, there to tie her shoe.
Ah, that's what it was. I missed that. Oh, second serve going out. Good call from the Lakers. And we've got Maddie Fraser-Cole. She needs 3 to win. And she had 3 in the first set. We'll see if she can get 3 more here. There's a good start. Strong serve, tough to field for the Spartans.
Yeah, she, much like Tiana Arnold, has that low line drive serve.
Mm-hmm.
Comes right at your face. It's not easy.
Yep. Well fielded by JCC as the Spartans get it over. Now it's Pauley with the set. Ooh, tough break as that falls just on the Lakers' side of the net. 23-19 as Aislinn B is going to try to make up some of this lost ground. Here comes the ball. Oh, that will fall shallow. And so set point is on the hands of Cecilia Pauley, wearing number 27 for the green and gold. That's getting over. Fielded well by Kinsey D. Ryan gets it back to the libero. Oh, that's a fourth hit. Tough break for the Spartans, but the Lakers will take it. 25-19. They lead 2-0 as we get things reset on the scoreboard and we get ready to head down to our courtside analysts. making the game possible. Referees Jack Roy and Ken Burns are also doing a great job making the right calls.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the booth. Charlie, how do you think that second set went?
I think the second set was going well. Harvey came out with very efficient and consistent serving, and I think that's what won them the set.
Yeah, very good point. Also, I like to point out a lot of the teamwork on Harvey's end as well. They've been communicating a lot more in from the first set, so you can tell a little bit of those nerves is finally gone, and you can also see that they're feeling better as a team. So, and another thing is you can hear. I want to give a big shout out to the coaches as well on the on-fly decisions, because you could see that some of the serves kept getting hit in the middle, and then coaches did a quick on-the-fly convo and just told their team, "Hey, you need to cover the middle." So.
Yeah, their coaches are definitely keeping the hopes up. They're keeping the game flow very well, and seems to be keeping their players' hopes up. So.
Yeah. So I want to give a quick little pointer that tomorrow is a home game at 6 o'clock for the senior girls versus Samuel de la Champlain. And they will be playing again 6 o'clock, and that is tomorrow for the senior girls. And I believe a week from now, the junior girls are playing home again. We don't have the team yet, sorry, but they will be playing at home, so you might want to tune in for more of that. So, what's one thing you probably think coaches are saying to their teams right now?
Well, I'm probably assuming that the coaches are just telling Harvey to keep doing what they're doing, because it seems it has been very efficient and it's been working on the court. So.
Yeah. We just want to give a quick little shout out to our tech crew. A little shout out to Logan Wall, Austin Jameson, Nolan Bonguerier, and Ashton Little for making the camera work possible, and also the scores table that you get to see during the game. And also a quick shout out to Mike Fletcher and David White, who is running the commentary up the stairs in the booth for you guys. And hopefully it's pretty entertaining. They're fun guys to listen to while games are going on.
That's true, yeah.
And thanks to Don Fletcher, who is organizing games and making this all possible to watch and see how the juvenile girls are doing. So big thanks to him.
Well, that seems to be all the time we have for you right now, and we'll send you right back up for commentary.
All right, great work by the Lakers taking the first two sets. So they're going to look to put things away here with the third.
Yeah, if they solidify this third set, they would have the win up 3-0. They would still play, presumably, the remaining two sets just for extra practice.
Yep, and I believe they played last night at Hampton, and I believe they did win that one as well. So
nice to get out to a 2-0 start in league play.
Definitely. There's Brianna Drost with her first service. Third hit from Zoe Henry. Won't quite make it over. So it is the Spartans who score first. Peyton H., she's been dangerous.
And based on the schedule, it looks like the Lakers are in a league with Hampton and St. Stephen and Fundy. So I think it's a 4-team league. And it looks like they have an exhibition game possibly against Grambling. Grambling could be in the league, but there's no...
It said it was a doubleheader. I didn't get room for that on the schedule.
Probably counts as both of the games.
Yeah, play both of their games there, so it's the junior girls lead.
So a 5-team league then.
Yep. Second consecutive point for Peyton H. from the service line.
Typically the top 3 teams in the zone would end up going to regionals. And then hopefully advance to provincials too.
There's Zoe Henry getting it over. Ryan C. with the quick response. Ali Sirwa passes it over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Georgia Bernard sends it over. Ryan setting up Aislinn. Aislinn with the hit behind, but Brianna Dross keeps it alive. Zoe Henry. And no one to get there in time, so tough break for the Lakers.
A little bit of confusion.
Spartans making sure they have the rotation right. Don't want to lose any points unnecessarily again. Here's Ryan C. Gets that to Zoe Henry. It's Georgia Bernard playing it from down low, but unfortunately can't get that third hit over. So it's the Spartans with the strong start here in the third set. Backs against the wall. They've got a lot more motivation right now. Aaliyah Nestruck's going to field that. Maddie Fraser-Cole gets it over to Georgia Bernard, who sends it. But there's a quick response. Aislinn B at the line, or at the net rather. She's had a couple of those. Just quick rejections of the Lakers' attempts. Here's Ryan C. from the line, and service will not clear the net. So Lakers will take the ball. They trail 2-5 here in the early going. Spartans get set up in the correct rotation. Nice serve from Georgia Bernard, fielded by Peyton. Ryan and Maya at the front of the net can't quite send it over. And so Bernard will get her second attempt at a serve. Oh, that looks like it came in strong and low, but I guess just a little too low. Good power, though. Bernard's shown some power with some courtside hits. Just working out the accuracy here in the early goings of the junior girls volleyball season. Bernard hits the deck, diving to try to keep that alive.
Guess that's what those knee pads are for.
Putting them to good use. Got to get your money's worth. Here's a second serve from JCC. That will fall short, and it comes to Maddie Fraser-Cole now. Here's Maddie Fraser-Cole, and she's got that nice low serve. That time a little too low as it hits the top of the net. And we got a quick turnover. Aislinn B. Getting ready to serve. Ball goes up. Zoe Henry will field it. The support can't quite get there in time, so Spartans will pull away, and they're up 9-4 now.
Yeah, Lakers really struggling to receive the serve right now.
Yeah.
That first touch not going where they want it to go.
Yeah, they haven't quite trailed. They haven't trailed this much at all tonight. Anyways, can't speak to how exactly last night shook out, but facing a bit of adversity for the first time here. Here's Aaliyah Nestruck looking to turn things around. One of two grade 10 players, and there's a nice way to do it. Strong serve. That's an ace. No doubt about it. She had a nice run to start the first set. Nice to see her early in the service order. Fielded by libero Serena G. Oh, nice play from Georgia Bernard. Coming all the way across from the corner. Looks like the...
Bumped back over, and it landed just on the line, I guess.
Okay. Now, if it touches the line, it's considered in.
Yeah.
Okay.
If any... Even when the ball compresses, if any part hits the red, it's in.
There you go. All right, Zoe Henry passes over to Brianna Drost, who will send it over, but unfortunately out of bounds. So Spartans score another one. 11-6 is the score. Maya B. That service falls out of bounds. Zoe Henry back to serve now for the Lakers.
She stepped over the line. Didn't go over anyway, but...
Yeah. Still working out the rest here in the early going as Hannah B. gets this ball. Ooh. Nice serve by by Hannah rather, as that goes over over on the right-hand side. She stepped into the center of the court as opposed to serving from one of the corners, and Lakers might not have been expecting the serve from there.
Yeah, the server is allowed to serve anywhere on that back line. Usually you see them serving on the right side just because that's the position they're going to slide into after they hit it.
Yeah. And there's the hit. Zoe Henry's going to field that, but support can't quite get there in time. Spartans starting to pull away with this one. 15-7 is the score. There we go. Georgia Bernard will field it. Brianna Dross is going to send it over, but that falls out of bounds as well. So 16-7 is your score. Hannah B on a bit of a run now for the Spartans. Well fielded by Georgia Bernard. Pass from Brianna Dross sent over by Ali Sirwa. Here's Ryan for the Spartans sending it over. Georgia Bernard with the pass. Zoe Henry setting it up. Maddie Fraser-Cole is going to hit it to the back row. That's fielded one-handed. Spartans do manage to salvage that and get it over. Nice pass. Georgia Bernard gets to Ali Sirwa, who sends it into the far back. Aislin's going to get that. Ryan sends it over. That one-handed tip. Ali Sirwa's response will hit the top of the net. Good extended rally from this lineup, but unfortunately, the Spartans come away with the point. They're up by 10 now. So I think the Lakers needed that. A bit of a service error from the Spartans to kind of break up that run.
Yeah, right now it seems like the only points the Lakers are scoring are on service errors by the Spartans. So they can get their serves in. Looks like they're going to win this third set.
Yeah, 18-8 is the score as Peyton H. We're back to the top of the service order. And she's gone on a run pretty much almost any time she's stepped up to the line. So Lakers will have to have their A game here receiving. Maddie Fraser-Cole doing a good job of setting that up. And Ali Sirwa sends it over. Spartans unable to get a good angle on their response. So great work by the Lakers. And we'll see if they can start to do some damage to this deficit. Here's Ali Sirwa. That's going to get over. Oh, diving play from Serena from the Spartans, keeping that alive. Georgia Bernard sends it to the back row. Nice work by Bernard, as the Lakers will take that point. Here's Ali Sirwa. Maya B with the direct response. Ooh, played from out of bounds, but still alive. Oh. Ball rolls around the top of the net. I don't think I've ever seen it travel that far on the top of the net, but ultimately falls on the Lakers side. That one was a real coin toss. Could have gone either way. But this has not been the Lakers set, as they trail by 9 right now. Here's a service by Ryan C. Georgia Bernard fields it. Maddie Fraser-Cole back to Bernard, who sends it over. Ryan C. getting that to Maya B. Lakers can't get under that in time. Spartans hit the 20-point mark. Here's Ryan. Aaliyah Nesteruk fields that, gets it to Maddie Fraser-Cole for a set, and a big hit from Nesteruk, but the Spartans are able to respond.
Nice coverage there from the Spartans. That was a good hit from Nesteruk.
Yeah.
One of the better spikes of the day for the Lakers.
Definitely, but the Spartans were in position. They were able to respond quickly. Oh, Zoe Henry doesn't quite get out of the way in time. That might have hit her foot.
It hit her foot, yeah.
Oh, tough break for the Lakers. 22-10 is your score. The Spartans have run away with this third set after two fairly close decisions have gone the Lakers' way.
Oh,
nice play by Georgia Bernard getting that over. Zoe Henry keeps that response alive. Ooh, diving play. Spartans just can't get it over. So one of the longer rallies of this third set falls the Lakers' way. Georgia Bernard's going to try to put some more points on the board. Nice serve from Bernard. Spartans a little out of position on that one. She's able to capitalize on and grab a point. Second serve, nicely done too. Well placed is Serena G, the libero wearing the white jersey for the Spartans. Unable to get there in time. Bernard looking for her third consecutive point. And she has it. Miscommunication on the Spartans' second hit allows the Lakers to capitalize. So making the score a little more respectable here. Lakers still trail by 8. Ooh, what's the call there?
Yep.
All right. That's on the line. Goes the Lakers' way. Really tough to make those calls from a player's point of view when you're not sure whether it's going in or out. There's Bernard sending it directly over. Nicely done. And she's on a 5-point scoring run now.
Lakers not giving up here.
No, could get back into this thing. There's Bernard again. Fielded in a rough way by the Spartans, but they do get it over. Ooh, miscommunication there. Zoe Henry fielding it, but backing up into a friendly face. So after 5 points, Bernard will turn the ball over. And it is JCC needs to score 2 to win. Nestoruk fielding. Fraser Cole with the pass. Gets it to Zoe Henry. Nice hit by Henry. Finds that gap just over the net and into the second level. So 23-17, Maddie Fraser Cole, one of the stronger servers on the Laker team. So if you need someone to get you out of a pinch, she's not a bad choice.
Yeah, and that was a neat little, I don't know if she did it on purpose or not, but on that last play previously, Maddie Fraser Cole, when she went to set that ball, she said Aaliyah, making it look like she was going to pass it to her, and then she set it to Zoe instead. So whether that was on purpose or not, I don't know, but it worked.
Hey, it could have been some misdirection there. Brianna Dross sends that over, but the Lakers respond. Maya B. Georgia Bernard from the back row keeps it alive. Aaliyah Nestoruk sends it way back, but it is fielded high. Spartans get away with them there, missing the rafters as they send it over. Maddie Fraser Cole's going to hit. Nice off the top of the net. After that extended rally, Lakers hang on. Got some energy from the benches. They've gone from trailing by 10 to trailing by 4. Getting back into this thing. Diving play from Ryan of the Spartans. Can't quite corral it. And so the Lakers are in the 20s. Great exciting finish after Georgia Bernard's run to get them back within striking distance. Maddie Fraser Cole looking to go on a run of her own.
St. Stephen coach must be thinking about a timeout right here.
I would think so,
and,
yeah.
Yep.
There it is. So timeout called, and I think we'll get ready to go down courtside, see what the Gregory boys are seeing on their end.
Holy cow, folks. Charlie, what did you think of that set, man? Well, what's left of the set?
Well, Maddie Fraser Cole getting into the serving position, and she has run the team back up to a very close end of the set.
The serves on point, bringing the Lakers back. I think they were down by like 8 points. It was looking bad. I think it was 21-14, and now the score is 22-22, I believe. What?
Some clutch players have been standing up and taking the role, and now it's a back-and-forth game.
Yeah, the lucky hit by Maddie Fraser Cole. Enough spin on that ball just to climb the net. Well, folks, the game is about to resume, so we'll send you right back to Mike Fletcher and David White.
All right, we're back here as the Lakers look to complete the comeback. Oh, tough break. Maddie Fraser Cole's serve hits the net. Maybe I spoke too soon. That might be one of those announcers jinx, yeah.
So often works to run, to destroy that momentum.
Yeah. Judicious uses of the timeouts this game by the Spartans coach. She's done that a couple times. Lakers get a service error, though, and so set points will have to wait. Here's Aaliyah Nestoruk, another strong server. St. Stephen scrambling their defenses, but Serena G in the libero jersey is able to field that. Maddie Fraser Cole gets it to Brianna Drost. Aaliyah Nestoruk sends it over. Spartans can't handle that, so Nestoruk gets a point.
Lakers staying alive.
Yeah, this has been quite the comeback. Either way, however it ends, I think the Lakers should be proud of how they've played this third set. So great resilience, never gave up, and went from a 10-point deficit to almost tying the game here at 24. Doesn't get much closer than this. Nice serve by Nesteruk. Fielded by Libero Serena. Hannah gets it to Ryan, who sends it over. Oh! Tough break, a miscommunication there for the Lakers, and that will be point number 25.
Certainly a little bit of hesitation there from the Lakers. No Henry put her hand up looking like she was going to do it. Backed up last second.
Tough break as the Spartans take their first set of the evening, and we get ready to head down to our courtside crew.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Charlie, what an end to that set.
Yeah, well, Harvey Lakers seem to have brought it back, but they couldn't quite get the finish that we all wanted in the third set. So hopefully they can bring this one home and win the game.
Yeah, it's good to know because it lets you saw that the girls, even down by a lot, they're willing still to claw back, even if it looks like it may be over. And they showed us today that they can work well as a team and stay cool under pressure.
Yeah, their hopes never drop, and they just stay consistent all the way through the game until the end. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, if you are just tuning in, folks, the Harvey JV girls, they won the first two sets of the game, and then the St. Stephen's Spartans took the third set by, I believe the score was 25-23. So, Char, what do you think the coaches are probably saying to their team going in the fourth set?
Well, the Harvey coaches are obviously trying to get their players back into the game, high hopes, trying to win the third set. But overall, I think the Harvey Lakers are being pretty calm and collective throughout this game.
Yeah. If you don't know, it is first team to win 3 out of the 5 sets. So maybe it might be a close one, go to the 5th set, but hopefully the girls can get away with a big win here and finish the game off.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the girls can go home happy with a big dub on their shoulders.
Yeah. So just looking at the sheet we have here, so it looks like Aaliyah Nestruk made 3 out of 3 serves when she was at the service line. Tiana Arnold has been wicked from the service line, making 4 of them. At Alyssa Snow's time there, she made 2. Georgia Bernard made 4 at her time at the service line. And then Maddie Fraser-Cole made 5 serves on her service line time. So they seem like they've been doing pretty well from serving.
You can definitely tell that the girls have been putting in the most practice in their serving because you definitely hear the thud all the way from over here when they hit that ball.
Oh, they hit it pretty hard. Even on some of their spikes, they just wallop that ball.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah. It takes a good team to hit it that hard, and they're pretty good at that, what it looks like.
Yeah, you can definitely tell they spent a lot of time in this gym practicing that serve down, so it definitely pays off.
Alrighty, folks. As the teams are taking the floor, we will send you back up to Michael Fletcher and David White for your commentary. Thank you.
All right. Here we are back up top, looking to go into set number 4. On that last set, Spartans pulled away early and looked to have it firmly within grasp, but some great rallying by the Lakers and some strong services allowed them to get back into it. Spartans ultimately took the set 25-23. They trail 1 set to 2, so we get set to start the 4th. Service from Peyton H. goes awry. That's a rare misfire for her.
Yeah, Lakers would certainly like to win this 4 sets, so there's not so much pressure going into that 5th set.
Definitely. There's Gracie Nicholson's serve. Fielded by the Spartans. Big hit. Makes it back. Nice play by Nicholson trying to keep it alive, but the third hit can't quite make it over. So some good energy from the Lakers.
Yeah,
and
some nice hustle there for sure.
Yep. Lakers are dressing 11 tonight as opposed to the 9 that made the trip from St. Stephen. So fatigue may be playing a factor later as the game goes on. Tiana Arnold diving on that play. Can't quite corral it. So St. Stephen gets that point. They're up 2-1. There's 2-2. As a referee, can't tell. I'm not sure if that's Jack Roy or Ken Burns up top of the chair, but takes a bit of contact.
He looks like a Jack to me.
All right, we'll go with Jack Roy. Maddie Fraser-Cole with a quick response, sending it over. JC gets it to Ryan, who sends it to the second level. Dakota Anderson steps up, gets the ball to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Cecilia Pauly's third hit will not quite make it over. And so the Spartans get their points.
Yeah. The floor official just looks like a Ken Burns to me.
I agree with that. Oh, nice play from Georgia Bernard, sprinting up. Spartans tried to send it back behind to where Bernard had run up from, but Lakers did well covering for her there. Maddie Fraser-Cole and Tiana Arnold moving around. Oh, good hit there from Maya B. She knew exactly where she wanted to place that, calling for the ball and finding a gap. Here's Hannah B. getting ready to serve for the Spartans. Had a bit of a run in the third set. Georgia Bernard. Third hit from Tiana Arnold will make it over. Nice work by Arnold, sneaking that just over, and I think the Spartans had to respond quickly. So 3-4 here as we keep things close in the early going of the fourth set. Maddie Fraser-Cole's serve will be low. And the score is 5-3 now.
Yeah, Lakers would really like to avoid digging a 10-point hole this set like last time.
Yeah, for sure. There's JCC. I think that's Peyton H. gets it over eventually, but we got some thumbs up.
Yeah,
Good
I think
play all
there
around.
was a inadvertent whistle possibly.
Thumbs
Referee
up
wasn't
means we're all
quite
good.
sure. Basically, it's a replay. That's a replay the point.
Okay. Yeah, it must be tough with the whistle in the mouth.
Yep.
Just any kind of quick motion or cough or something might set off a whistle, so.
Or sometimes it could also be that they thought they should have called something and then they second-guessed themselves and like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have blown my whistle. So
There was a lot of net front play there at the
Yeah.
beginning, so could be what that's all about. Serve from Fraser-Cole, fielded by the Spartans. Here's Fraser-Cole with the third hit, sending it over. Maya B going to look to get another point. Ooh, tough break as Fraser-Cole couldn't get out of the way of her own pass, and that point will go the Spartans' way. Here's Maya B. Nice serve.
Oh.
Gracie Nicholson fielded well, though. That comes back to her, gets it to Cecilia Pauly, and Maddie Fraser-Cole sends it over. Right in front of a Spartans defender, but they can't quite get to it at the right angle. So it will be, after double-checking their rotation, it is Cecilia Pauly who will be serving now. Wearing number 27 for the green and gold. There's a service, falls a little low, or a little shallow, I guess. And the ball goes to St. Stephen. Here's JCC. Oh. Caught at the net by her teammate. That one wasn't going to make it over. So now it is Dakota Anderson wearing number 23 for the home side. Big service from Anderson. That's fielded by libero Serena. Hannah gets it to Ryan, who sends it over. Dakota Anderson. Nicholson with the set. Bernard sends it over for a hit. Nice work by the Lakers. As Dakota Anderson gets her second kick at the can. All tied up at 7 here. Another strong serve from Anderson. Hannah gets it over. The one-handed hit by Peyton comes right to Georgia Bernard, sending it over. Nice block by Bernard. I'm not sure if it's Georgia Bernard or Alyssa Snow who is the tallest player on the
They're
court.
definitely close to each other.
Yeah. And it's definitely Bernard guarding that kind of front center area of the net right now. Using her height to her advantage. All tied up at 8. Here's Peyton H. Service is low. And the Lakers take the lead. Gracie Nicholson back to serve. Nice service from Nicholson. It's fielded by J.C. Ryan with the pass. Oh, Hannah B looking to tip that over, but the ball wasn't quite falling the right way for her. And Nicholson will score one. Looks to score a second one here. There's another good-looking serve. Fielded by Aislinn. Ryan gets it, and again, can't quite make it over the net. As Nicholson looks for her third point on this run. 11-8 is your score in favor of the Lakers. Nice serve from Nicholson. Tiana Arnold receives that. Passes over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Arnold with the hit, but that is fielded by the libero. Dakota Anderson keeps it alive from the back row. Maddie Fraser-Cole sends it over. Response from St. Stephen. Tried to just sneak it over the top of the net, but fell a little low. So Nicholson on a nice little run here. Looks for her fourth point. Sends it over. JC gets it to Maya. And Aislinn's going to send that over. Maddie Fraser-Cole with the pass. Georgia Bernard back to Fraser-Cole. Sends it over. Spartans can't get there in time. And Nicholson with a long run as we got another timeout. Spartan coach knows how to use them.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah. Well, if it worked the first time, we'll get ready to send down to our courtside crew.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Harvey Junior Girls Volleyball game against the St. Stephen Spartans. Charlie, how do you think this set has been going so far?
I think it's been going very good. I'm just going to point out Georgia Bernard and how well she's protecting that net. Anytime the ball comes over that net and she can jump over it, she jumps right over and hits that ball.
Oh, yeah, she's been heavy on the net tonight. Couple of spikes and some big-time blocks for her. And it looked like on that end, St. Stephen girls were a little shocked as we were to see her get up that high and hit the ball.
Yeah, they were definitely discouraged. Harvey has been very efficient on their serving this set as well. It seems like it just hasn't been able to be solved.
Yeah. St. Stephen has been playing pretty well on their end of the floor, too. They've been a pretty well-communicated team. Usually you don't see that often early off in the season, but as the first game, they've been practicing pretty well on that. Well, this is pretty much it for the time at the booth, so we'll send you back up to Michael and David White.
Okay.
All right, here we go, coming out of the timeout. And the Spartans have used their timeouts well. They've iced 2 successive Lakers servers. We'll see if they can do the same to Nicholson. Oh, looks like a good serve.
There we go.
There we go. So Nicholson coming out of the timeout, still able to capitalize. That is her 5th point in a row. Tiana Arnold had 6 earlier, so Nicholson looked to beat that. There's a nice serve. It was a tight game in the early going, but off of this 6-point run, Lakers have managed to put some distance between themselves and the Spartans. Comes Nicholson looking for 7. Fielded well by Maya B directly, and she won't quite get it. Well fielded by Maya B. As the Spartans will take over.
Sometimes when you hit that serve right back over after one hit, catches the opposing team off guard a little bit.
Yeah, I think the Spartans did that successfully. There's another direct response, catching the Lakers a little out of position. As Ryan C. will get her second serve attempt. Serve goes wide right. And Lakers will take the point. So they're up 16-10. Still, no lead is safe here in the David
No,
McMillan
definitely
Gymnasium
not.
tonight. Not after that third set. Georgia Bernard gets that over. The response from the Spartans falls out of bounds. Bernard had a nice run of 5 in the third set. Maya B's high response does make it over without hitting the rafters. Pauly getting it to Nicholson. Back to Pauly, sending it over. And Spartans' response falls on their own side. Lakers will take the point. Here's George Bernard looking for 3. Nice service. Maya B with that direct response again, but Gracie Nicholson is ready. Gets it to Maddie Fraser-Cole for the pass. Tiana Arnold with a big hit. A little too much power on that one. That falls out of bounds.
That was an aggressive swing for sure.
Yeah, definitely had the power. But
A little
the
more
accuracy will
topspin.
come.
A little more
Yeah.
topspin.
There it is. Here's Hannah B for the Spartans. That will fall out of bounds. And so it is Arnold, who had a bit of a run to start the second set. Looking to do more of the same here. Nice power there. Oh, and I think, yep, Serena G got some contact on that before it rolled out of bounds. So Lakers will take the point. 20-11. Here's Arnold. Nice service. Ryan C fields that directly. Pauly with the direct response. Nice net front work from Pauly. Sending that directly back. Spartans were out of position, had to scramble, and unable to respond. Here's Arnold again. Gets it to Ryan. JC. Pass to Maya B, but Arnold is there. Pauly on the second hit, and Maddie Fraser-Cole will send it over. JC keeping it alive. Maya B with the one-handed hit. Oh, tough break. Fraser-Cole at the line decided to turn away, but that ball must just have skimmed that red line.
What do you think, Mr. White? From up here, I didn't think it was in.
I didn't think so either, but the ref was much closer than we were,
Yes.
so ultimately Ken Burns making the call. Aislinn B's first serve will stay on the Lakers side. Make it over. As Lakers get the ball into the hand of Maddie Fraser-Cole.
Service game, I'd say, ultimately has been the downfall for the Spartans. They're giving 10 points probably on just serves into the net or short.
Definitely something that you work on in the junior game, and hopefully by the end of the season things are a little more ironed out. The teams have put together some entertaining rallies back and forth, so once they get in a rhythm, they can play some good volleyball. Third hit from Pauly will go over. Ryan's response comes to Georgia Bernard from the back row. Maddie Fraser-Cole gets it to Gracie Nicholson, who sends it over. Fraser-Cole with the direct response. One-headed hit from Maya B keeps it alive. Nice dig by Tiana Arnold. Didn't quite clear the net, and the support wasn't ready for the Lakers. So the Spartans get the point there, 15-22. There's another tough break for the Spartan server. 23-15. Cecilia Pauly needs 2 to win this. Lakers up 2-1. There's Pauly. Gets it to Burns. Ryan sends it over, but Tiana Arnold with the response. Georgia Bernard helps that over. Bit of confusion there. Aislinn Burns from the back row. Sends it just over the net. Georgia Bernard was there, but had the wrong angle on that. So ultimately, Spartans get it, 16-23. If you're just joining us, Lakers took the first set, 25-21. The second set, 25-19. They lost the third, 23-25, after a big comeback. So if they can win this one, they'll have the game in hand. Nice hit from Bernard. Spartans have trouble handling that one. And that puts set point on the hands of Dakota Anderson.
And that was a really nice set from Anderson, too, to set up Bernard.
There you go. Nice serve. Maya B with the direct response, but Polly is there to field it. Good pass from Fraser Cole. The hit is low, though, so Spartans stay alive. Here's Peyton H. She has been their most dangerous server. Service from Peyton is fielded by Fraser Cole. Dakota Anderson keeps it alive, sends it over. Oh, tough break for the Spartans. Aislin's B at the top of the net, can't quite send it over. Lakers take their third set, 25-17, as we head down for some courtside analysis.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the game. The Harvey Lakers have won the third set, so they technically win the game, but they might play a fifth set. Joining me today is Ashton Little. How's it going, Ashton?
It's going good, Joe. How are you?
Pretty good. So if you don't know, Ashton is one of the key parts to what happens in the broadcast. So we're just going to do a little interview on him, see what goes on behind the scenes and what it takes to get all this stuff for you. So Ashton, what is it exactly you do for us as your job for broadcasting?
So for the most part, I'm usually the producer, so I'm switching scenes, choosing which scenes to play, playing the instant replays. But today we actually have Austin Jameson in that role.
Okay.
So today for the first 3 sets, I played cameraman
Okay.
from the Skybox.
Nice. How did you think you did on that? What went through your mind doing that?
I think I definitely could have used some work. It was my first time being the cameraman for the broadcast, so I think I could definitely improve. I was doing a lot of jerky movements.
That's okay. Yeah, so as you probably don't know, a lot of the stuff that you see on the camera, like the scores and all that, that's thanks to Ashton. He's put that all together on his own separate time. So thank you for doing all of that.
Thank you for watching and participating and being part of it.
No problem.
It's great.
So as a player watching the game, what do you think's going on? What do you think as a fan?
This is an exciting game with lots of twists and turns. We've got it's so engaging. I don't know how else to describe it. We're seeing a lot of just turnovers, 10-point leads turned into 0-point leads. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm loving the game. It's great.
Well, that's awesome. Well, as the set is about to start, we want to give a thank you, another thanks to Ashton Little for putting the stream together, producing, being the man behind the camera, and making it as entertaining as you can for you viewers at home to watch. So we'll probably send you back up to Michael Fletcher and David White, but this was our own little segment, as you could call it, get to know the team behind the camera. So thanks again, Ashton.
Thank you for having me on, Joe.
Keep enjoying the game.
Thank you.
All right, back up here for the 5th and final set. Brianna Drost is going to start the service for the Lakers. Lakers do have the game in hand already, as they have won the first 3 sets. And that serve, I think, fell short. So didn't quite pass that first red line.
I think it hit the antenna.
Ah, okay.
Hit the antenna.
There we go. Next thing we got to get up here in the booth is a rule book, I guess. 1-0 for the Spartans here in the early going of this 5th and final set. Service from JCC goes wide. And there hasn't been an official announcement whether they'll play 15 or the full 25. We're thinking with the court time, probably 15. Ali Sirwa gets it over to Hannah B. Sends it for the Lakers. Aaliyah Nesteruk diving, but can't quite send it over. As the Spartans strike again. Here's Lydia W. wearing number 5 for the visitors. Maddie Fraser-Cole with the pass. Zoe Henry's going to send it. And I don't think that was between the antennae. So,
no.
Yeah, that will be out. Did have the height, just the wrong area. Second serve from Lydia W. Zoe Henry fields it. Brianna Dross gets it over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Looks for a hole. Peyton H. was there, but couldn't quite find any support. So Spartans turn it over. They lead 2-3. As Alyssa Snow had a bit of a misfire on that serve. And that goes back over to the Spartans. Here's Aislinn B. Zoe Henry, front and center, gets that over to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Fraser-Cole set didn't quite go where she wanted it to, and that hits the net, falls on the Lakers side. So Aislinn B looks for second point. That one falls short, though, as Maddie Fraser-Cole will take over. Fraser-Cole gets it to Aislinn Burns, Lydia W, and Peyton H hitting it over. Fielded by Ali Sirwa, but Aaliyah Nesteruk can't quite get it over from the net front. So we should be 6-3 right now in favor of the Spartans. Big thanks to Nolan Bond-Garrier, who's been keeping our scoreboard up to date for you. He's joined on our tech crew tonight by Logan Wall, Austin Jameson, and Ashton Little. Misfired hit there by Nesteruk. 7-3 in favor of the Spartans. Hannah B with the nice service. That's fielded well by Alyssa Snow. Maddie Fraser-Cole gets it to Brianna Dross for the one-handed hit. Response from St. Stephen will fall out of bounds. Good control there from the Lakers.
And good communication there. It looked like Zoe Henry was possibly going to try and play that ball. Girls call her off. She got out of the way. Lakers win the point.
Yeah. Lakers playing their first home game of the season tonight. Oh, nicely done. So
It's Henry's second ace of the day, I believe.
Yeah. Now, there's this other red line on the field. Does the service have to cross that one?
No, it does not.
Okay, all right. I was mistaken thinking it had to then.
No, that red line, the only purpose for that red line is that anybody who is in the back row, if they're going to spike the ball, they have to hit it from behind that line. So you don't see that rule come into effect much in the junior girls game. Senior boys, from time to time, if you have a really big hitter like a Ben Chessie or an Adam Barrio, they might set one to the back row.
There are a few of those wearing green and gold.
And that kind of it limits them from being able to hit at the front of the net on every single point. So
gotcha.
once they're into the back row, they're a little bit less of a threat.
You got to switch things up in terms of your play style.
That's usually why you'd put one hitter in the front and one big hitter in the back. So you
Try to
always have
stagger
one at the front throughout the whole match.
Makes sense. All right, good to know. Learning something every day.
And for these junior Lakers, you'd probably see Alyssa Snow and Georgia Bernard kind of assume those positions.
Right.
They're probably the two biggest hitters for the most part.
There you go. Response from the Spartans will not quite make it over. And so the Lakers score a point there on Aaliyah Nesteruk's first serve. She'll look to get a second. Big hit fielded by Aislinn B. Peyton H. gets it to Lydia W., who sends it over. Zoe Henry coming in from the back row to keep that alive.
Oh.
Maddie Fraser-Cole gets it to Ali Sirwa. Ball fielded high, hitting the basketball net. And that's a dead ball, so Lakers get another one.
Yep. We can't put those basketball nets up any higher, unfortunately.
No. Got to be aware of them. Ball goes, bit of miscommunication there from the Spartans. Couple of players in the vicinity, but no one quite sure who was going to take that hit. Nesteruk scores another. So Lakers come back from trailing by 3 to tie it up. Now they're going to look to take the lead. Well, it won't be this time, though. Another announcer's jinx. Here's Peyton H., wearing number 7 for the green and white. Maddie Fraser-Cole fields it. Ali Sirwa passing over to Alyssa Snow will send it over. Serena gets it to Lydia. hit from JC will hit the top of the net, unfortunately, and bounce out. So it is the Lakers who get the point, all tied up at 10. Brianna Drost gets it over. JCC, as the Spartans can't quite field that. And Lakers will score there. Here's Brianna Drost looking for another one. That goes over. Fielded by JCC to Peyton, back to JC and over. Alyssa Snow gets it to Maddie Fraser-Cole. Ooh.
Oh.
Little misfire there. As we're all tied up at 11, if we're playing to 15, it's getting quite tight in the late going.
Yes. You might have noticed number 30 on the Lakers, Delaney McElwain, just walked by, put her jersey on. I think the girls are going to get a team photo after the game. That's why she put her jersey on, perhaps.
Yep.
Mrs. Henry's going to get a group photo there. I see her with the camera over there on the sideline.
Ready to go. Yeah, that yearbook deadline's coming up. I think we're trying to get all the team photos in as soon as possible. Here's JC. That serve goes over. Nice work by Snow. Diving for the direct response. Spartans weren't ready for that one. And it will be Ali Sirwa heading to the server's line. We're all tied up at 12 in the 5th set. Sirwa's serve will fall just short. And it's Lydia W. going back to serve. 13-12 in favor of the Spartans. Nice direct response by Nesteruk. Found a hole. Peyton H. couldn't get there in time for the Spartans. And so we're all tied at 13 now. Really coming down to the wire.
The suspense of whether it's going to 15 or 25.
Yeah. I was wrong on the broadcast last night. I kept expecting 15 and it was 25. I believe the senior girls are practicing tonight, though, so.
Yeah, that might put a little bit of, pressure on the time.
Yeah. Tough break for Nesteruk. This could be set point on the hands of Aislinn B. Her team up 14-13. Aaliyah Nesteruk fields that. Maddie Fraser-Cole gets it over. And misfire by Hannah B, so...
We'll have to wait a little longer to find out.
We will. We're not playing to 15. We might play to 16. We'll see. Alice McDonald makes sure both coaches are in full knowledge of the score. Big thanks to her, as well as Lauren Peasy and Alice Vautour for their work at the minor officials table. Maddie Fraser-Cole sends it directly over. That falls out of bounds, though.
And it would still be win by 2 if we are going to 15, so...
Yeah. Spartans need to score here to put it away.
I think I just heard assistant coach DeMerchant mentioning that this could be set point, so...
There we go. She would be in the know, that's for sure. Fraser-Cole's pass will go out of bounds, and judging by the reactions from the benches, I think that will be it. So congratulations, Spartans take the final set 16-14, but the Lakers overall with 3-2 are our victors tonight. Big thanks from for you listeners up here in the booth. I've been Mr. White. We're going to head down to the courtside for some final analysis.
Go with Ashton. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the end of the JV Girls Harvey High volleyball game. The girls won 3 out of the 5 sets for Harvey, and for St. Stephen, they've won. My bad. I was keep second guessing myself. St. Stephen won 2 out of the 5 sets, and Harvey won 3 out of 5. It's first team to 3, sets won, so the girls came away with the victory. During that game, I saw a lot of communication, and it's been a good, close, tight game. Still a lot of things to work out in the second half, second part of the season, but it'll be good for the girls to work on and know their strengths and weaknesses early on, and that's what you like to see from games like this. So, I believe we are waiting on an interview from one of the players or coaches, but I just received thumbs up, so it may be one of the coaches. So, yeah, so this kicks off the first start of the junior varsity girls volleyball season. A lot of things still to be worked out, but they seem pretty well off the start. We'll have to see how well they communicated. St. Stephen girls, we want to give a big shout out to them. Thanks for coming out and playing with us today. They also had a good game, and it looks like both teams had a lot of fun out there today, which that's all that matters. And it's always good to see sportsmanship like that, and just proud of both teams. So here I have on Wednesday, March 30th, the girls play away at 6 o'clock at Fundy. And then junior girls, Friday, April 1st, Saturday the 2nd, the junior girls play STU, a tournament. So I am joined here by Coach Casey DeMerchant. How's it going, Casey?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
Well, that's good. So how do you think the team played?
We played pretty good today. Yeah, team was playing as a team, so it's good.
Yeah, so first game of the season under the belt. Second.
Yes, this is our second win of the season already.
Oh, we were informed it was the first, so you guys played pretty well for a second game.
Yes,
And
we did.
yeah, so you graduated last year.
Yes.
You were on the senior team last year.
I was.
So do you miss it any, or?
I do. Miss it a lot. But
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
glad to be coaching again.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So is there anything you guys want to point out that you should probably improve on, or like?
Definitely calling the ball. We have to call the ball more. And focus on our 3 hits to get it over and our actual hits.
Yeah.
But other than that, we played pretty good.
Perfect. Alrighty, well, I won't keep you too long. It's
All right.
late night,
you.
so thanks for joining us. See ya. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was Coach Casey DeMerchant. And I would like to give a quick thank you to all the viewers at home for watching the game, and keep enjoying your night. This is Joe Gregory and Charlie Gregory at the David McMullen Gymnasium at the booth. So we'll have you for another night. Thanks again. See you later.